Hi guys, how's everybody doing? I hope everyone's doing well. Okay, now we're back to work on this paper bag journal, easy, quick journal. It's I still haven't finished it yet. Sorry, I've just been a little sidetracked doing other things. So in the last video about this journal, I asked you guys to leave a comment underneath whether you wanted a napkin on the front or just leave as is. The response was a napkin. So I've chosen two napkins here that I found at a $2 store not long ago, and I really love them. So we've got our white cockatoo, and I'm thinking I like this one, or there's this one here which is, it looks like a rainbow lorikeet. It's probably not because it doesn't have the blue head, so it's probably a rosella or something. I'm not sure, but it's an Australian bird. Well, it's supposed to represent an Australian bird, let me put it that way. So now we can either have the red or the cockatoo. I prefer them to face outwards than inwards. I've already had a quick squizzy, and I prefer them to face that way. So, but I really want to put this white cockatoo on here. I think it's just adorable, and I love it. And yeah, I just think it's beautiful. So this is where we're going to go. So to put a napkin down, because this is just so prominent, these papers, I'm going to put a bit of gesso on top for it to just tone everything down a little bit. This is just a really old gesso that I really need to use up, so it's very gluggy. It's got lots of lumps, but it'll be perfect for this job because it will get smoothed out. So we're just going to cover up this because I don't want the cockatoo to get lost in amongst the papers. I just want the papers to be barely visible. So I just thought if I put a little bit of gesso down, that's going to help just tone everything down a little bit. And I might even put a splash of colour underneath as well. So let me just quickly get my paints. Where's my... It's here. I just want to see what colours. So I might put a little bit of maybe a little bit of pale blue on top of that as well. So I'll just see what's in my paint drawer here. Let's see what blues I have. Oops, I just dropped my brayer. Okay, I've got this one. This is baby blue, so this one might be okay. I'll just give it a quick shake. I don't want a lot. I just want just another bit of noise behind the napkin. You'll see it when it's done. It looks quite nice. Well, I hope. So there's that. All right. So I'm just going to plop a little bit down. Where's my drop sheet that I had here the other day? I'll just put some paint on here. What's happening? Look, too much, but that's okay. Way too much. I can scrape some back in, I hope. Nearly knocked the bottle over. That would have been interesting. Yeah, I don't want that much. This isn't going to be successful. That's okay. At least I got some back in. Okay, now I just want to add just a tiny little bit of blue. Not a lot, says me who just puts nearly the whole bottle in there. And I think that might be enough or too much. We'll soon find out. Can't waste that good paint. That'll be a good drop sheet. All right. Put that up there to dry. Put this here to dry. I might actually get a little baby wipe and just quickly take some of that off because it's just going to be way too much. So I can find the baby wipe thing here. Oh. Opening a new packet. Right. I just want to get rid of a little bit of this blue. Just tone that down a little bit. And then I have a napkin to use in different things now. Look at that. See? Yeah, no, that's good. And now I'm taking the gesso off. But that's okay. I can live with that. Yeah, absolutely. That's good. That is good. Okay. So, I'm just going to put a little bit more. Just a fraction here, just to cover that up. There we go. That's better. That is better. Sorry about the glare. Can't be helped, unfortunately. Let me hold this up. There we go. So that's what it's going to look like. Like that. So I'm just going to wait for that to dry. And as soon as that's dry, I will be back. Okay, now that this is dry, well, dry enough anyway, it's a little bit tacky to touch, but nothing's coming off. So let's do this. So let me undo my napkin and take away the backing. And which way are we having the cockatoo? No, I like it. I do like it that way. All right. Okay. Let me just figure out where I want it and how wide my thingy is. Alright, so what I might do is just trim. I've got a water brush here, just a water paint brush, and it's got water in there. Let me just squeeze some out. There we go. You don't have to use these. You can use a cotton tip or a small paintbrush. Okay, so I'll put this aside. And now we have this to work with. Now I want them about there. So I just need to trim this section off. Trim this down a little bit. Get rid of this excess napkin. And I'll wrap that blue flower or leaf around to the back. I don't want to waste that, so I'll wrap that around. There we go. And that's where we're going to put our cockatoo. Look at that. Now, glue, glue, glue. I've got this stuff. It's called Matte Deco glue. I just get it from a craft store, just a cheap, like $2 store here in Australia or Queensland. And you could use Mod Podge or any matte medium that you have. The only reason I'm not using Mod Podge is because in this weather where I live, it's very humid constantly, and I find Mod Podge just does not, it doesn't set properly. It's always tacky, always sticky, and I try and avoid using Mod Podge where I can. It's good for a glue, but for a sealer, not so much here in this weather, unfortunately. So I'm just going to put a layer of this matte Deco glue down and just smooth my cockatoo out, just very gently with a soft paintbrush. Do the other side. Let's do this. Oops, forgot to do under here. There we go. Oh, no, don't rip. Don't rip. A little bit of rippage is okay. So we have our cockatoo. The blue paint's a little bit too blue, but it will dry and lighten up eventually. I hope. I hope. That's the plan anyway. Okay, let me just wrap this around. Alright, so I'm going to have to stand this up to dry, and once it's dry I will be back to show you the results. So yes, I'll stand that up to dry like so, and as soon as that's dry I'll be back. Okay, now we're back. This is nice and dry, so this is what it's looking like. I did go around the outside of the cockatoo with some pencils just to bring that forward. So yeah, there is a little bit too much blue paint behind it, but I like it. I kind of like it. So yeah, it just gives different layers. Looks quite nice actually. So now I'm going to sew the signatures in, or signature. There's only one. I'll just take out my needle. Let me grab these. So this is how it's going to look so far. I did do some work inside the signatures as well off camera. I'll do a quick flip through once I've sewn these in for you guys. Alright, let me just try and stick this in here with one of these clips so it doesn't move about on me. Yeah, that's looking good. And I'll grab one for the other end. I've got a massive one here, so I'll put one there. All right. Yeah, that looks about right. I just want them to fit in there. Oh, come on. Doesn't want to play. Right, there we go. Okay. So we've got that. Let me find my little thing. I really need to clean my drawers out. I've got so much stuff, it's just out of control. I can't fit much more in my drawers. Alright. Pokey tool, I'm just going to eyeball this. I'm just going to put one in the middle. It's only going to be a 3-hole pamphlet. So I'll put one in the middle. One about there. And one about there. So we have 1, 2, 3. And I'm not going to do anything fancy. I'm just going to use some crochet threads here. Oops. Typical. I don't have the right glasses on and I'm having trouble seeing what I'm doing. I'm not sure where my other glasses are. I have that many glasses, like seriously. I have too many glasses. And I never seem to find the right pair when I need them. Alright, come on, you can do this, you can do this. There we go. In. That was an effort. Okay, now I want to put the threads on the inside. So I'll start from the inside. So we'll go through our middle. Go through this side. Through there and straight back through the middle. So I don't want to split my thread, so I'm just going to hold that to one side so I can put that in, and hopefully that didn't split the thread. Hopefully it'll go through the hole. Where is the hole? Oh, it's not this awkward and difficult. I'm telling you guys, I'm just making it look that way today. I don't know what's going on. All right. All right, we need one on either side. All right. Two and three, just to make sure we have enough. Right. Just put that back in there for now. Okay, we'll take these off and we will assess our progress. Alright, so there we have it. There we have our nice little paper bag, little journal. with our cockatoo on the front. So this is what I've done inside so far. I've covered up all the Coles logos that were on the paper bags. I extended this. I didn't put it the other way. I had to put it upright because I find it really hard to have book pages that go weird. It's just a little bit strange. So, yeah, and I've used some old washi tape. I've had washi tape for 7 years or so, if not longer. You know, when you first start out and you go and buy all these things because you think you need them. Well, yeah, you don't need washi tape. Well, not in my craft. I don't need washi tape. But I did grab a little pile and I've used some throughout here just to try and use some up. There's another strip there. I've left that plain. There's more washi tape there. I've added on some painty papers that I have done on the jelly plate. Actually, I think this was just braid on. And they're just the Coles bags, the side bits that we cut off and don't use. So, yeah, I've just added a little bit here to extend that page. Got a little tear there. I might have to put a Bonnie Band-Aid on it. I call them a Bonnie Band-Aid because Bonnie from Bonnie and Clyde, she sent me a whole heap of stuff a while back, and it had a little band, like things that you could mend your pages with, and so I just call them Bonnie Band-Aids. I'll leave a link to Bonnie's channel below. Okay, I'll just have to use some of these. I do have another bag in there somewhere, but I'm not going to go digging. These are just wallpaper strips and scrapbook strips that I've had laying around, and I've just literally sewn, you know, fancy stuff on them. They're good just for little things like this. I might use that, and I might just put that there and wrap it around. So if I cut that off about there, yeah, I like it that way. Alright, so look at this. Oh, the lid wasn't on that properly. Is it even going to come out? Probably not. Okay. We'll get the big one out. So I'll just fold that. Put a little bit of glue. I'll be so glad when winter comes. It has been so hot, guys. It really has been hot. And Australia has the most ridiculous energy prices in the world. I think it's one of the most expensive. So it's really using the air conditioner. Can't really afford to do that. So I've just got to deal with the heat, unfortunately. It's just shocking, absolutely shocking. Bring on winter. I love our winters. Alright, so there's that. That's fixed. Look at that. And I just need to add another piece of paper onto that. So I'll probably do that a little bit later because this video is probably gone long enough for you guys. So we will come back and revisit this. So I've put this in, just using a bit of paper bag scrap and just some scraps from the pages here. So yeah, we will come back and revisit this because I want to add some pockets and put some ephemera in here. So in the next video, we will be doing that. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out, and thanks for putting up with my ramblings. And until the next video, give your loved ones a hug. They're precious. And take care of yourselves. And I'll talk to you all soon. Bye for now.